Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living in St. Louis, Missouri. Missouri. Larry, you want to come up here? My name is Reverend Mary Jean, and I'm the co-minister along with Reverend Larry. And today is Palm Sunday, but I didn't have a palm.
I was wondering.
But I had a leaf. So, okay, Palm Sunday, put your palms up. We celebrate Palm Sunday. I was wearing my cowboy boots and my blue jeans, and I'm like, wait a minute, it's Palm Sunday. I grew up Catholic. Palm Sunday, you dress up.
Really?
I like to dress up every Sunday, though. Instead of the priest garment, this is my garment. So, Center for Spiritual Living teaches that there is a power for good in the universe and that you can use it, and that you are it. That this power is your very life. And that we're here to awaken to our magnificent and recognize life is divine. And you know, have you noticed that when you realize how magnificent you are, you treat other people as if they are magnificent? So when we realize life is divine, we're in this dance. So today my title is
Riding the donkey or something.
Dancing on the donkey.
Dancing on the donkey.
Dancing with the donkey.
Is quite a title?
I know. That's
you're going to have fun with this one.
It's the same title all over the world. So anyway, I'm glad you're here today. I just want to acknowledge the garden angels that decorated and cleaned up the front yard and the side yards. Have you noticed? And plant new flowers. It looks beautiful. Let's give everybody a hand. If you were a garden, Kelda, and she donated some of the bushes and flowers. Tim Lilly, he was there. Chris Stout, David Flay, and Tracy Flay. David was our garden angel head. Tim Sullivan, was he there?
Yeah.
Nigel was there. Richard and Nancy Titchener were not there this year. They've been there every single year in their whole life, but they donated money.
Their whole life. 90 years.
Gwen Hobbs was there.
I didn't see Gwen. Carlos was there.
Carlos Shear was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi Carlos, thank you. Well, stand up if I called your name, and let's acknowledge him.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay.
You know, it takes a lot. This is like your yard, your home, and it takes a lot to keep it up. So I want to thank you, and I want to thank Larry, because for 19 years I have come and prepared lunch in the spring and in the fall for the Garden Angels. Yesterday I had so much to do. Larry volunteered, and he came over, worked in the yard, and fixed salad and homemade soup he made the night before. So let's acknowledge Larry. Thanks, Larry.
Yep. There's still a little bit of soup left.
And today he's fixing pizza and soup. So we will have food.
Pizza, soup, and salad.
Pizza, soup, and salad. Yeah, there's a big salad. Huh? In the garden, it's called the Connection Cafe. Huh. It's the old Scott Hall. It's down the hall. We call it the Connection Cafe because for 2 years, when COVID started, we couldn't go in there. We couldn't share meals, and now we can. So we're just getting it back going. I need a lot of help, and please come and talk to me if you want to help. We're going to do it for sure this month. If we get help, we'll continue it. If not, we'll figure out something. But I need somebody who likes it.
And those of you who are at home watching, come next week.
Well, next week on Easter, bring an egg dish so everyone can stay and have an egg dish. So we just want to create community and connection. Okay?
Sounds good.
Oh, wait. I forgot. Where are the announcements?
I have them right here.
Okay, great. Come on up. And here is Michelle, our announcement lady. Yay!
Good morning, CSL. All right. We're doing our announcements. Okay, so big business. What does Easter lilies mean written here? Next week, bring Easter lilies. It's if you can. If you'd like to bring Easter lilies for the big day. Okay, It's the last day to register for Reverend Mary Jean's new accredited class, Revealing Wholeness. Tuition is $140. Payment plans are available. You just put $50 down and pay it off. Reverend Mary Jean, Reverend Larry, and Lillian Dew are teaching together. Sign up in the bookstore and get your books and notebook for this Wednesday's class. It is fabulous. I am in it. That's why it's fabulous. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so we have our Good Friday service this Friday at 7 p.m. to honor Reverend Mary Jean's brother-in-law, J. Scott Neal, who passed away last week. He was also a minister. The service is one he provided her in the past. Join us for words, meditation, and music. Music by Deborah and Tim Lilly. We will stream it on Facebook at our website at 7 o'clock. And that's Deborah, comma, and Tim Lilly, not Deborah and Tim Lilly, just to clear that up for you guys. Okay, now we also have, this is very exciting, weekend intensive workshop with Reverend Mary Jean and Reverend Luzette. That's Reverend Mary Jean's sister, who is a minister in her own right and an amazing teacher. And her weekend workshop with Reverend Mary Jean is called A Call to Greatness. Women and men are welcome. In the past, we've made it a ladies' retreat. This year, we're including the gentlemen. It starts on Friday evening, April 29th at 6:30 through Sunday, May 1st. Just $195 if you sign up by April 24th, or $250 after that. A deposit of $50 holds your spot. Register now by calling Reverend Mary Jean at her number, 303-6702, or by signing up in the Rising Thought bookstore. Like Mary Jean said, our Connection Cafe is open today. When I first came to CSL, one of the most wonderful things about it that I had never experienced at other churches was going into the Scott Hall or the Connection Cafe after service each week and having lunch and just chatting and talking and having a glass of tea or whatever, a cup of coffee, whatever you like. It's a lot of fun. We need volunteers to help clean up and just help serve. If you can do that for 1 week or 2 weeks, or maybe you want to pick a whole month, whatever you want to do, if you would help us out with that to get that going, we're going to get this place open and get it full and get it flooded with youth and all new things. So we're visioning big for CSL, and it starts with a small volunteer job. It's very helpful. Thank you so much for considering that. Now, next Sunday, Easter egg hunt for the kids. Bring grandkids, nieces, nephews, whatever. We're going to have lots of music, and the Connection Cafe will open afterwards. Please bring a dish or egg dish to share. That should be a lot of fun. You know, I love Easter time around here. We have a lot of celebrations. Also, Sherry Lease, who does our bowls every week, is having a sound bath on May the 6th. She will be sharing her talents with the gong and the bowls, and it's a meditative, peaceful, healing environment, very powerful sound healing. If you're interested in that, please sign up. There's information in the lobby, and that's with Sherry Lease. Also, with me, which is April 22nd, there's a little flyer, and there's also information if you ask me, but it's for our Earth Day Healing Reiki Circle. So Reiki is a Japanese, Tibetan method for healing. It's energy work. It's very powerful. It changed my whole life. I encourage you to come and try it out if you are a practitioner of any type of energy healing. We're going to do a meditation for the earth, since it is Earth Day, and send love and healing to the earth. Also send love and healing to things going on the earth. And we will also maybe do some practicing on each other. So please come, even if you've never experienced energy work, and experience it and learn about it and the different types. And if you're a practitioner, please come. We need all of the lovely healing workers we can have. So that is our announcements. Also, one more thing. Bracelets for the Ukraine are being sold in the bookstore. They're $20, $15 if you don't have it, but $20 is what they're looking for a beautiful handmade Ukraine bead bracelet. All the proceeds go to the refugees, people needing help. And is there anyone here for the first time? I believe we have some first timers. We have a little gift for you. Thank you so much for coming. Everyone congratulate and and welcome our newcomers. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Marcia. I'm a member of the prayer team and a practitioner here at the center. How many of you get excited about praying? Yay, yeah, because that's where we connect with the divine. So I'm here to pray with you this morning, and I'm also available after service. If you'd like some individual prayer, you can meet me behind the prayer screen, and we'll do some prayer work. So I just invite you to close your eyes and take a deep breath, and as you do so, think about something that brings you joy, something for which you're grateful. Could be a person, could be a pet, could be an experience. I think of a sandy beach, and that brings me joy. Being grateful expands the heart. So just breathe in that gratitude, breathe in the joy. And the bigger the heart gets, the greater we can establish our connection with Spirit, because Spirit is always here. God is always here. There is nowhere that God is not. And it's when I focus my attention on connecting with all that is that I recognize that I am that. I am a part of that. And because I am a part of that, and because you are an equal part of that, we have at our disposal all of its qualities. I know it to be peace and harmony and compassion and gratitude and health and wealth and abundance. And most of all, I know it to be love. So as you feel your heart continuing to expand, notice what is expanding it. Every breath you take, you are breathing in the light and the love of the divine. So as you let that fill your entire being, you become that. And I know that that is why we are here. To drink in, to absorb all the love and the light, and to just let it shine within us, through us, all around us, and out from us. Because we are the beacons of light. We are the hope. We are the love. We are the light of the world. And as I look at you, I see your light, and I see the light in me. And I know that we can spread that light around the entire world, person by person. And I am so grateful for the peace that knowing brings. So I just take another deep breath of light and release my word into the law of mind that always says yes. I let it be. And as we say together, and so it is. Namaste.
Good morning. I haven't been up here in a long time. I'm Kathy Cunningham, and the thought for the day: don't ask what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive, and go do that. Because what the world needs are people who have come alive. And I think this room is full of people who have come alive, right? Yeah. Thank you.
That's beautiful. Let's ask that again. Is this room filled with people who have come alive? Yes? All right. Good morning. Pookie and I are thrilled to be here. It is Palm Sunday, and I don't know if I dressed up, but I did wear a Hawaiian shirt with some kind of foliage on it. So is that close enough?
I think you're good. I think we're okay.
This is a fun day. We are actually going to be debuting 2 new original songs.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a special new twist on something else that I'm going to surprise you with.
Okay.
So,
It seems like there's quite a few surprises.
there's surprises here. Yeah, a lot of freshness today here on Palm Sunday. So actually, these 2 songs are going to be doing kind of Pookie. Like a lot of times we co-write and kind of sometimes I'm leading the charge in a song sometimes. But these all were really motivated by Pookie here. And what's this? What inspired this first one?
So, who has a relationship with the moon? Yeah. Right? And like the moonlight. Have you had that moment where you would be standing in the moonlight and you could feel like it cascading on your skin and healing you, right? Bringing to you comfort in whatever, like maybe the dark night, right? The moonlight. And so there was a time in my life where I had this beautiful backyard that had a circle of grandmother and grandfather trees. And in the center was wide open. And I used to put my Walkman on my back and my little headphones in my ear so that I could play the music of the universe and dance in this light. And so I wanted to bring you that experience in a song. Memories of moonbeams in the night, dancing my body in the light, moonbeams casting shadows at my feet, moving, I surrender to the beat. Dancing under the stars in the moonlight, bare feet in the earth, this sweet delight, heart beating to the rhythm of the night, deeply healing me, setting my soul free. Moonbeams glisten in the air, swirling, dancing everywhere, shimmering in the dark of night. Surround me in your healing light, dancing under the stars in the moonlight, bare feet in the earth in sweet delight, heart beating to the rhythm of the night, deeply healing me, setting my soul free. I receive this healing light, 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 I receive this healing light. Moonbeams shining down on me, healing illuminosity, shadows tiptoe at my feet, moving, I surrender, I release. Oh, dancing under the stars in the moonlight, bare feet in the earth in sweet delight, heart beating to the rhythm of the night, deeply healing me, setting my soul free. Oh, these moonbeams, deeply I receive this healing light. 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 Oh, moonbeam. Thank you, thank you.
That's Pookie Lee right there. Is that awesome or what?
Thank you so much. Pookie, let's give her another hand. That was beautiful. And you weren't so bad yourself, Bob. Oh, the healing, the moonbeams, the light. You know, a lot of us have been asking for healings, a lot of prayer requests for healings all over the world, you know, from healing with the trauma happening in Ukraine. And I want to thank Anna, who's making these bracelets, and she donates all the material. She's raised $1,400 so far that she has sent overseas, and one of the people was an 8-month pregnant woman whose husband was still back in Ukraine, and she came to Bulgaria to, you know, get away from the fighting. So she got some of the money from CSL. So I want to thank the people that are buying the bracelets, and yeah, it is going to people that need it. It's not going to just somebody we don't know. So anyway, so today my talk title is called "Dance with the Donkey," which it reminds me of my brother-in-law, J. Scott Neal, who was the minister in Fremont, California for maybe 50 years, and he just passed away last week, which we found out after service. And Jay always came up with these unusual titles, and he never really talked about them, but they were titles that were funny, and they made me want to know, what are you going to say about that? So today I want to kind of dedicate today to our brother-in-law, J. Scott Neal, who's somewhere doing a talk in heaven, I'm sure, and knowing that life continues on, I bless him on his journey. And I know that Dancing with the Donkey would be a title that he would absolutely love. So today, though, begins our Holy Week. And like last week was Ramadan, it's a big, amazing time of spiritual practice right now. So Ramadan was last week, and maybe it's still continuing. I'm not sure exactly what day that ends. Today is Palm Sunday. I didn't really have any palms, but there's a leaf. It's kind of like a palm, okay? Then we move into Good Friday on Friday, and then next Sunday is Easter. And Passover happens to be Friday also this year. So this is like use this energy on the planet right now for your spiritual work. Because riding on the donkey is really about Jesus going into Jerusalem on this donkey. And people were shouting, Hosanna in the highest, and they were like, some of you might remember how excited people were when the Beatles were on Ed Sullivan. People were in their house screaming, yay! That's what they were doing when Jesus was coming down, and they were using the palms, and they would, Hosanna in the highest. And it was a way of expressing their joy that he was finally coming to Jerusalem in what they thought was to overthrow the Roman government. So, but metaphysically, a donkey represents the part of us that is stubborn. Anybody have a part like that? Untrainable, undisciplined, but the donkey is also persistent and can endure and travel rocky and broken roads. And it's that persistency of the donkey. But the donkey also represents kind of maybe the dark places in our life, where it could be that dark night of the soul. But there's always the light at the end. We aren't meant to live in the dark night of the soul. We're just meant to go through it And so Jesus gave us some ways of getting through things that we're going to talk about today. But Jerusalem is going into the city of peace. Years ago in the 1970s, like 1978, I got a passport. The first place I went was to Jerusalem. I took a group of 52 people with another minister. And it was an amazing experience. We flew into Jordan, and we went across the Allenby Bridge. And as we're going across the bridge, machine guns were pointed at our bus. I had never seen that, in Missouri. And I was living in Seattle at the time. So this was such a new experience. And then when we got into the big hall, they went through every single thing we had in our suitcase. And I'm like, why are you doing this? They even took a picture on our camera. They said, because the minute we don't, somebody can come in through these gates and we won't be safe. So everything was to keep them safe. And it was an amazing trip. And I know the guides were sometimes a little frustrated with me because they go, okay, well, here was where the Last Supper was. And I'm like, how do you know that? Who told you that the Last Supper was in this room? Was this room even there 2,000 years ago? What do you mean you know this is the rock? It doesn't say it. So finally, I just kind of like stopped asking the guides how they knew and just figured I was just in a holy place. But it was an amazing experience to go there, my first trip out of the country, to a place that was so different. And I can imagine, and I could kind of live what Jesus went through coming into Jerusalem and people excited about him. And he came with a message. He didn't come and say, adore me. He came and did things and said, wait a minute, do what I'm doing. So one of the things he did is he wanted to wash the disciples' feet. And they go, no, you can't wash my feet. I have to wash your feet. And they're like, Jesus is like, no, you don't get it. We are all one. And if we're all one, then I can love you and show you honor and respect by washing your feet. And they're like, oh. He said, everything I have done, you can do and more. I'm showing you what to do. I'm showing you how to live. The prostitute that came to him and they wanted to stone her, and Jesus said, stop it. Have any of you made a mistake? If there's anybody here that's never made a mistake, stay. And if you've made a mistake, leave. And they all left. We make mistakes sometimes. We forget who we are. We forget that we're all connected. Have you ever noticed that sometimes I begin thinking that I'm separate from Russia, or I'm separate from things I don't like. And yet, at the essence, it's all spirit. So what we can do is call forth the good in people. Call forth that love. Call forth that oneness. Jesus came to teach us about oneness. Don't judge other people. There's a whole bunch of oneness. Can you love your neighbor as yourself? And people go, no, because we don't love ourselves. So he goes, okay, well, start loving yourself. Start knowing how worthy you are. Ye are God's. Say that. Ye are God's. And there's two, there's Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. But in the Bibles that were kind of used to talk about Jesus, it's more the story of what John said about Jesus, written 80 years after Jesus had died. And there was also a gospel according to Thomas. Now, both of these were very popular 2,000 years ago when they're trying to discover who this man was that came and made such an impact. And John, his gospel wanted to prove to you that he could heal and that he was the Savior and he would save you. And Thomas's gospel was, yes, he came and he can heal people, he can save you, but he can only save you if you do what he said to do, because he came and said, we're all one. He came and said, everything I have done, you can do and more. Ye are God's. So here were these two stories about Jesus. You know, the one of he's divine, I can never touch that. And the other, he wants us to live it. He wants you to know. So some of the sayings of Thomas are very interesting, but in the Council of Nicaea, the Gospel of Thomas got voted out because it would have made you divine. And then when they found it again in 1945 in Nag Hammadi, the scholars are going, wait a minute. It makes sense because they did leave some passages in the Bible, like ye are gods. I'm surprised they let that in. And they left in that Jesus said, everything I have done you can do and more. So how many of you are doing what he said you can do? Or how many are you doing more? How many are working on doing more? Are you working on just doing what he said? To love one another. And you know what? When life gets bad, just get on your donkey and just dance. You know, just dance. Just move your body. Move it. You can just sit there and move it. Yeah, move it. Nothing's so bad when you're dancing on your donkey. And Jesus got on the donkey and got above all the donkey stuff that was on the road, and he danced on it. He went into Jerusalem and said, come on, guys. This is your story, not just mine. We think we're the only ones that have problems. Sometimes I think I'm the only one that could possibly think that horrible thought. And then I remember, why would I think that when I can change my mind and think about the good in life? My two children have been a little bit upset with me the last, 20 years or so. But it always makes me sad when they don't realize how much I love them. And as a mother, I sometimes say things I maybe shouldn't have said. Any mother ever did that? Everyone had a mother that did that? So it's like, this is actually my affirmation that I use when I get stuck there. It's, bless her and change me. Bless him and change me. Because really, it's not them. It's changing the way I deal with them, or I talk, or I respond. Bless them and change me. Let's say it together. Bless them and change me. Whenever you're thinking anything negative, you can use that. Bless them and change me. You know, that's sometimes the dark night of the soul. When people don't understand you, or people get upset with you. Anybody ever have that happen? Or people don't understand you and they give up your friendship because they think you're somebody you're not. And you know, I hear all these stories, and what I know is it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect, because it's a learning lesson for us to be able to say, bless them and change me. It's okay. That's what the Master Jesus was telling us. That's why he was the Christ. The Christ means illumined one. It wasn't his last name. Growing up Catholic, I thought it was Jesus Christ. But it's Jesus the Christ, Jesus the illumined one. Oh, we're so lucky that we've had guides that have come to teach us this. Love one another even as I have loved you. I'm so grateful that I have been able to know Alma, the hugging saint. Her whole message is love. She's hugged millions of people. She may be coming back to the United States in the fall. She's hugged millions of people, and when she hugs them, what she does is she wants to open up their heart. The minute she hugged me about 15 years ago, I just started sobbing. I have never experienced such deep, unconditional love. And that's what Jesus did. That's why people followed him. That's why they got their palms out, because he taught them about love. They felt that love from them. I mean, anytime Alma's in this country, I go and see her. Sometimes I fly to different cities so I can see her every place she goes. I've been to India to see her being around that energy of unconditional love and of a being that knows. Jesus didn't say he's the only one that was going to be the Christ. He said, you can be the Christ too. Follow my words. You know, there's a story about somebody that was a paralyzed man, and his friends wanted to take him to Jesus to heal him. So they put him on his pallet, and they went to this house that Jesus was at, but it was so packed with people they couldn't get in. They're like, what can we do? And they loved their friend so much, they actually climbed on top of the roof and used ropes to lower the friend down in his pallet so Jesus could heal him. And Jesus saw this happening. And he acknowledged the amazing friendship that would love so much that you would lower a friend down so they could be healed. And Jesus said, thy faith has made thee whole. Take up your bed and walk. So we have to have faith, and we also have to be friends. We have to be willing to help our friends. We have to be willing to be in service. You know, one of the things, that's why I so love like all the people that came and did the yard. Oh my God, that's just being in service. You know, we don't really have a hole in the roof to lower people down, but our doors are big enough to bring your friends in. You can bring them here. They can begin learning that within them is a power for good, a power greater than anything they dream. And one of the things we have to do is keep saying, what are the God thoughts? What's my next step? What are my God thoughts? And not be stuck on those thoughts that keep you in bondage. Dr. Ernest Holmes always said, put God first. And he said, we believe in our own soul, our own spirit, and our own destiny. For we understand that the life of each of us is God. The life of each of us. So, you know, for 17 years, I've been the minister here 19 years. For 17 years, I've had an office manager. Different office managers. Lots of office managers. Different people would come and go. One stayed a long time. And in 2 years, because of COVID, I haven't had an office manager. I've had Larry. But Larry helps a lot. And I have my volunteers. I have Michelle and I have Tom on Tuesdays. And I have Marcia, who comes in on Mondays. And we have Janessa, who's the bookkeeper, but I don't really have that and I have Christine, who has helped me do the bulletin for 2 years. But it's like I was so spoiled. I really was. I was so spoiled. Because that person would just do all the stuff that now I'm doing. And, you know, if you take those personality charts, I don't fit into office manager. I don't fit into being detailed. I don't fit it. I have to work my brain to remember all this stuff. But I've always been good at remembering the pieces because I have the vision. But sometimes getting all the pieces to work, I can't. I'm not 5 people. So that's my new prayer. That's my new prayer is I'm walking into Jerusalem on a donkey. And my donkey is stubborn. It's ready to get me an assistant that wants to come in just even one day a week and work with me. And I'm like, you know, Spirit, we can create this. We can create anything we want because the life that we are living is divine and we are here to live it. How many people are teaching that out there in the world? Let's hope a lot. Let's hope that each one of us goes out and people go, where are you from? You're so nice. And you go, well, I learned that at the Center for Spiritual Living. See, that's what happened to me when I was in my 20s and I found the Center for Spiritual Living. We have a lady in our class that just started last week. She's 20 years old. And she's so excited about learning these principles. And I'm like, yes. She's around the age I was when I first came in. It's like there's a whole world out there of needing practitioners and ministers. We can minister to this whole world. All over the world, we have Centers for Spiritual Living. So each one of us, we can help sponsor someone to be in school of ministry. In fact, if we got enough people wanting to do that, I can petition Home Office and start a school of ministry here. Do you know that? I just need like 5 people. 5 practitioners that want to be ministers. 5 people that are in Prac 2 that want to be a minister. You know, Jesus taught me, don't ever give up. Just keep looking at your dream and keep declaring the truth of what you want. You want peace in your life. You want love. You want to be of good cheer to the planet. You want to do something good for other people. How many of you call that one of your missions? Doing good for other people? How many of you have been looking for a place to volunteer and are so excited that you're here? Write their names down, Michelle. I didn't see a whole lot of hands, but I know who you are. So we are here to bless everybody and to change ourselves. We're here to put God first. They didn't call them Christians, followers of Jesus. They said they were living the way. The way, yeah. So we can begin living the way of truth, the way of love, the way that Jesus taught us. Because if we want to do what he did, we have to live the way he showed us. Be loving and kind and giving and helpful. There was another person who's well known on this planet, and his name is Einstein. And he actually wrote a letter to his daughter. And I just want to share a little bit of it, because this is from one of the most brilliant men that has changed our planet. And he said, when I proposed the theory of relativity, a very few understood me. And what I will reveal now is to transmit to mankind will also collide with the misunderstanding and prejudice in the world. There is an extremely powerful force that so far science has not found a formal explanation to. It is a force that includes and governs all others, and it's even behind any phenomenal operating in the universe and has not yet been defined by us. And that universal force that is undefinable is love. And he said at the end of it, if I could change my way of teaching, I would have taught more. Instead of E equals MC squared, love equals MC squared. Science is proving what Jesus came to tell us. So we get back on your donkeys. You know, if things are happening in your life that you don't like, get on that donkey and just dance. Just dance. And the problem will leave, because you're dancing into peace. You're dancing into love. You're dancing as that realization that that divine life is your life right now. So I accept that for all of you. This is our week. We're going to dance with the donkey. And Friday, we're going to come back for the rest of the story because it's Good Friday. And the next Sunday, we have the rest of the story because it's Easter. So enjoy your week. Use this spiritual energy. Open your heart and love. Remember, bless you and change me. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Would our prosperity receivers please come forward? Hi. Whatever is your gift, just give it with love. Whatever. It's about the love you give with the gift. You can never outgive God. So when you give, you begin realizing the universe gives me more. When I first started giving, I would give $5 a week, which I thought was a lot because I was living on $400 a month with 2 kids. And that $5 a month meant a lot, a week meant a lot to me. But my life started changing. I know that as we give, we receive. Whatever you want, just come and let me know, and I have a divine trail to that energy of spirit. So let's just give thanks that we have the opportunity to give to the Center for Spiritual Living, to the metaphysics of the world, to the love, and to the life divine that we are. God bless you. So it is. Thank you.
Thank you for that amazing talk, Mary Jean. We have two things going to happen right now. After the thing I'm going to do, Pookie will be back up here to do our official next song. It's a brand new original. I know you're going to love that. Today I'm going to put a new twist on something that many of you regulars know what happens now. Every time I perform here, what do after the talk? I do something that I just wrote in the chair there, hearing the talk just like you did for the first time. I write out some lyrics, and I've been doing for about 4 years now. I've been doing a doo-wop song, but I wanted to do something different. I wanted to kind of put a fresh coat. So I'm going to change the style. It's going to be using the chords and the music of a blues song, but it's not going to be a sad blues song. Still, lyrics that I just wrote in the chair. Let's see how you like this little twist on it. And if there's if you go crazy and you say, we need the doo-wop back, I guess I can go back to do that. But it might be nice to mix it up. So here is today's song. We come to CSL to heal and pray. We gather here on Palm Sunday. We come to improve the way we feel and pay tribute to J. Scott Neal. This is your Sunday song, your dancing donkey song. We heard some stories about Galilee, like God bless them and change me. If you're in doubt, take a chance. Ignore the droppings and donkey dance. This is your Sunday song, your dancing donkey song. Well, Mary Jean has passion. It's something that she can't hide. You decide. But asking so many questions, I'm sure glad I'm not a tour guide. I can find this is your Sunday song, your dancing Sunday song. This is your Sunday song. Here on Palm Sunday, paying tribute to Jay. I bless them, I change me. Oh, you can feel real good cheer. Don't forget to volunteer. This is your Sunday song. Oh, yeah. You were worried you weren't going to like it, right? You like the switch up? All right, I might do that for a little while. Mix things up.
That was fun. He's amazing, We all are amazing, right? We're all amazing. We have these amazing secret powers, right? So I have a secret power. You know what it is? I bet you don't know what it is. But you're going to find out. This is my little secret. Yeah. But now it's going to be out. I have a secret I haven't told you. It's my superpower, and it's so easy to do. When I walk in the world, it bubbles up inside, and before I know it, my smile I can't hide. When I smile at you, I tell you I love you. I may not even know you, but I know that I love you. And if you smile too, you say that you love me. You say you love me too. My little secret, you now know. Don't be shy, just let your love flow. The best way to start is to open up your heart, hold your head up high, feel the love inside. When I smile at you, I tell you I love you. I may not even know you, but I know that I love you. Yeah, yeah. And if you smile too, you say that you love me. You say you love me too. I'm smiling on the inside, and before you know it, I'm smiling on the outside. I'm smiling at you. So if you see me smiling, you know what to do. Just open up your heart and say you love me too. When I smile at you, I tell you I love you. I may not even know you, but I know that I love you. Yeah, yeah. If you smile too, whoa, you say that you love me. You say you love me too. Oh, this love. Oh, this love. Oh, this love is smiling at you. Oh, this love. Oh, this love. Oh, oh, this love. Say you love me too when I smile at you.
Pookie Lee! That should be the Pookie Lee anthem.
Sound Bath Healing with Sherry Lease, celebrating May on May 6th from 7 to 8:30. She's a certified sound healer, hound sealer. And she's here most every Sunday, and she does this out of love for all of us to heal, and I just want to acknowledge her and thank her. Thank you, Sherry. Yeah. But your life changes when you come an hour and a half and do her sound bath. It's amazing. Would our prayer team please come forward? As Sherry sets up the cathedral of sound. I'm going to first offer a prayer for my brother-in-law, J. Scott Neal. A lot of people didn't know, but he was the husband of my sister, Carol. Carol passed away when she was 69, and Jay just passed on at 81. And Carol is one of my closest sisters out of 8, because when I was little and she was in high school, she would take me swimming with her boyfriends. So she always became my favorite because she got me out of the house and took me places. So I just want to honor Jay for his 50 years in the ministry, his stories, his absolute adoring of the principles of Center for Spiritual Living. Dr. Ernest Holmes' brother, Fenwick Holmes, was a good friend of Jay's. Jay's used to drive him in his car when he was a teenager and take him places. So he learned these principles from a young age, and he used them. So right now, let's just open up our hearts, knowing that there's a principle for good, for wholeness. And if there's somebody in your life right now that you would like a healing with, for, call out their name. Let that divine begin healing their body right now. Body of mind fairs. Elisa, Todd, Tammy. Anybody you've had a disagreement with, call out their name. Anybody that you have felt less than love for in your heart, call out their name. And now call out your own name as we move into that wholeness of spirit, where those moonbeams begin healing us, where our smile transforms the world, where we ride on a donkey and we dance on it, and we realize that nothing that's happening is so bad. We'll walk through that valley of the shadow. We'll go into Jerusalem, which is the city of peace. That journey of Jesus is our journey right now. And we live his teachings. We forgive ourselves for any time we have harmed someone else. We forgive ourselves when we haven't listened to the divine and instead looked at our human needs and kept saying, I'll do it later. I'll be kind later. I'll love later. No, right now we just open to that spirit of oneness. And whatever needs to be healed in our life, whatever we need to draw forth to us in our life, is now done in the mind of God. As we get clear, I accept the Center for Spiritual Living, and I bless all the people on the Leadership Council, all those in the prayer team, all those that are volunteers, knowing that something great is happening here. We are being touched by the Spirit of God. And we are blessed. Giving thanks for the healings, giving thanks for the understanding, for the love. I bless each one of us. I bless each name that's been called out, knowing that wholeness of spirit right now works through every cell, every organ, every part of our body, every part of our affairs, all of our friendships, and that our mind is centered on the divine. Giving thanks for this, knowing that it's done. I let it be. And as we say together, and so it is. Thank you, Sherry Lease. Wow. I smell the pizzas in the oven that Larry's cooking. So I want to remind you, you can go into Scott Hall and leave a love offering just to cover whatever, the silverware, the plates, whatever you want to cover. The food. We're donating the food. That's our gift. But whatever you want to do, come in there and be part of the Connection Cafe. And now for Pookie
Closing
and Bob.
Closing song is called "Opening Up to the Good," which is the name of
All
our
right.
album.
Let's stand and can we sing it with you?
Oh yes. Oh, I think they have no choice.
I think they know.
It's just
Everybody
auto-
that knows it, a
This-
lot of you know it, a lot of you don't. But
that album is available in the bookstore, as well as my book, "The Power of Affirmations and Positive Self-Talk," both in the. This is so easy. It's really easy to get the lyrics without having them in front of you. I am opening up to the good. I am opening up to the good. They don't need any lyrics. I'm opening up to the good that is my life. Joy. I am opening up to the joy